on this particular pitch. And in that period, only conceded 5 goals. But for the moment, it is time to get the game underway. StarTimes got a Premier League action. For the young man, Joseph, this is a moment he will imprint in the back of his mind for a long, long, long time to go. Nobody is having a prouder moment right here, right now. And that young man all the way from West Nile, living the dream. Hand in hand with the Marshal, John Revita. Some of those beautiful moments you'll only find in the beautiful game.
I cannot imagine the excitement that he's feeling. I'm sure that his heartbeat is racing more than it has before, and the excitement must be palpable, just that he's not showing it on his face.
Well, when the niceties are done, or the niceties are done, and we get to the nitty-gritty, it's going to be all business here for this team, Busoga United. And this is the man that will be tasked at keeping them at bay and making sure that for KCC, that proud record that they do bear at home is something that they can retain about them. 5 goals conceded, like I said earlier on, at home. 1 jerseys. But ultimately, the game finally gets underway right here at the MTN Philip Omondi Stadium. It is KCC in the...
I think there's no question that he's got those qualities.
Well, the ball brought in, punched away by the goalkeeper, Michael Nantamu. There's a chance here, and he fumbles with the ball, and it could still get in here. Melee! And it goes over the bar. And it's another corner. Well, the Busoga players are protesting that the referee should have paid keen attention here. Looks like someone is going to get himself into the referee's book here for his antics here. Godfrey Akol.
Yeah, I just don't think that his reaction was right, especially waving his arm in front of the referee. But he could speak to the referee in a better tone, and I thought that he had a point there that the goalkeeper was clattered into, and he needed some bit of protection from the referee. If you look at the replay, you think that the goalkeeper needed to be protected a bit there.
Push the ball away into a bit of a...
You see that?
So sure, I saw a lot of clutter in there. I don't really see much.
I guess that's the reason that you can see that the starting 11 must earn his position.
Well, Revita spreads it out once again to the bulldozer. Jerua crosses the ball in. And now the ball is picked up by Revita! Unleashed a shot there by the goalkeeper, Michael Nantamu, was up to the task. For a minute there, the captain was taking matters into his own hands. He's one who's normally cool, but that was a venomous strike, potent, and could have easily on another day gone to the back of the net.
Yeah, definitely, that was a very good attempt from John Revita, but the interplay coming in from KCC, I think that that's been a good phase of play for them.
Picturestic in the way he action. Still no goals to write home about. But now here comes KCC surging forward, and this is the man. Hassan Jerua beats one marker. Jerua gets into the box. Jerua sets it in, and Ayala puts it over. The bulldozer, Hassan Jerua. Peter skips one marker. Magambo in ascendance. Magambo approaching the box here. Sends it out for Juma. Ibrahim in possession. Slicing it out here for Mugume. Mugume wants to take the shot, but never quite finds the angle. And now pushes it out to the bulldozer. Here comes Jerua, shakes off one. And now whips in the cross. Once again, the aerial route is a no-go zone for KCC. Busoga have made very sure of that, and keeping it very, very concrete with an air dome up there. KCC just can't get through.
Yeah, of course, that tells you how the work that they've been putting in on the training ground.
Another cross, and Jerua gets the header this time. It just cannot get it on target. Picturestic. Just deserved a better finish in the end.
Maybe one of the things that KCC need to try and adopt is moving that ball much quicker, because each time that they play it in a pedestrian manner, it allows Busoga to set up shape and makes it very difficult. You can see they cannot get an opening, they cannot get a breakthrough, because Busoga are looking very resolute in keeping their shape and in defending, and that's making it continue.
Now to Peter Magambo. Magambo dribbles his man in the box area, but nearly gives it away. Possession here. Juma gets the ball in, back heel, back to Juma. Juma in the box area, straight at the goalkeeper. And Michael Nantamu does admirably well.
He was inside the penalty area. Maybe the replay will give us totally different. Oh, no, he was actually on the edge, so I think it was right. The referee got it right, but it was right in the arc.
Really putting them to the sword here. But the free kick, and goes for the whip into the back of the net! Call it goal number 6 here against KCC at the MTN Philip Omondi Stadium, and that ripped the riggings right out of the goal, right into the top corner. Hardly much the goalkeeper could do about that. Talk about a blockbuster Shaka Sozi whipping it straight into the back of the net. Magnificent.
No chance for Derek Ochan there. You could see he tried to drive and to dive rather and stretch his body to get to that ball, but the hit and execution by Shaka Sozi, who has been a bright spot for much of the season for this Busoga United. A well-deserved goal for him, considering the kind of player and quality that he possesses. That was a very good execution, and one, of course, that comes against the run of play. But who will care? I'm sure for Busoga they won't mind. All they'll care about is that they've taken the lead.
Emphasize themselves and dominate in the game, but right now here comes a chance to streak forward, and that's a foul there, a cynical one by the way, and the ball goes into the back of the net. But will that count? Because earlier on there was a cynical foul by Sadat Hapianaku. It looks like that was not seen in the grand scheme of things, as Michael Nantamu short circuits himself with his defense, and the ball is bundled into the back of the net. Unlikely circumstances, unorthodox performance, but the ball gets into the back of the net and the ends justify the means. Herbert Onyango is complaining to the referee. I don't know if a card will be dished out here, but the question is, was the assistant referee watching?
Well, it's a bit of a surprise there, because I thought that the assistant referee definitely should have been watching. But you see, for the players, you've got to wait for the referee's whistle. And clearly, Busoga United have just shot themselves in the foot. I just don't understand what was going through the head of Bithum there in getting the ball over his goalkeeper.
Because looking at that instance, ball was brought in. Look at that. Look at what Sadat does.
Oh, now
tripped the man.
Now with VR, of course, that's why you need VR, because that ball would definitely have been chalked up. Because what Sadat Anaku did there, he fouled the man and stopped him from getting to the ball. But there's no benefit of VAR, and it's an own goal, and it will stand. KCC 1, Busoga 1, and they just get that point.
Well, this could be the opportunity as Anthony Mayanja gets the 1-2 back into the box area. Gazes it, but to the side net. Would you
guide it over the line?
For the moment now, KCC will look to get themselves also back into the game. Here comes Sadat Hapianaku getting it on to the bulldozer. Jarua pops it in for a cross. A header chance coming out here. And some inspired defending from Busoga. Just standing in the way here. Charles Mulanda stood his ground, made sure Sadat Anaku could not get to the ball, and that went away. Now that takes real nerves of steel. This young lad might have ice flowing in his veins there. Because believe me, many a defender would be shaking in their boots there. And just him off, puts him aside.
Little did we envisage also that he would be so blunt as he has been in this game.
Here comes Sadat Anaku with a chance, trying to control the ball here, trying to bring it under control. Saji Sambu! Inspired substitution. Barely a minute on the pitch, and he gets the goal that KCC have been looking for. Beautiful crossing. Sadat Anaku redeeming himself there. Excellent control. Manages to hold, keep it within his grasp, and just in the blink of an eye slips it in. Sechisambu, easiest of finishes.
Well, first touch for Erisa Sechisambu ends up in the back of the net, but that technique that was showcased there by the one Sadat Anaku, bring the ball out down quite intelligently, controlling it with a great aplomb there, and then setting up Erisa Sechisambu. That was a fantastic play. But Sechisambu was, of course, that was the second touch. We had an earlier seen that he was involved in it, but that was his second touch. But that was great technique, and then the cutback. Sechisambu continuing to make that run and costing in unattended to, and then sliding it into the back of the net. That one that you feel that the coach will be happy about in terms.
It's quickly out-muscled here by the Busoga United students. Pass 1-2. Here comes Anthony Mayanja sending it in here, looking for Mustafa Nyuantege. Takes the shot, but back in contention, or should be available for the final 2 games or so. But for the moment, did not pass the test for this one, as KCC get a chance in here. But this time, cannot direct it goalwards. Erisa Sechisambu almost benefiting again in that instance from haphazard kamikaze defending. Ball crossed in. Header missing everyone. For a moment, looked like it just confused him there. He wasn't expecting it and ended up directing it away from goal.
Yeah, I think that touch coming in from Derek Busoga just able to do somehow. KCC is dominating possession.
Here comes Erisa Sechisambu, sets it off here for Rogers Mato. Brian Ahewa is in the box area, and for the later rival, Brad Majwega wanted to take a volley at that. But here comes a chance for Mukume! Ooh la la! Exquisite, subtle touch there. This boy is a genius when it comes to positioning and taking those shots, Ashraf Mugume. And that could have probably been the crown jewel in the whole pick there. Positioned himself well in the split second, just takes his time, organizes his body, composure. Look at that, sweet as you can, subtle strike, top notch.
Yeah, of course, that was a brilliant take from Ashraf Mugume. The fact that that ball was headed into the back of the net, also that is also technique that you think that doesn't come very easy, but the fact that he could...
A chance to build up possession once again. Fred a call, got for a call, and now Anyuantage takes the shot. The referee decides that will be all for this particular match, bringing it to a summarily close. And the Busoga United team will wonder what just befell them right here. Abe Chikameko looking shell-shocked, looking dismayed, wondering why the Lucky Stars just can't seem to shine on his team here. They took the lead in very bad fashion, but that man, Loro Mazengo, has been at the heart of breaking up almost every move that they've been able to get in here, and has been rock solid at the back. And of course, the fans have cheered him on all the way long, rightly so. Elisa Sechisambu getting goal number 2 after coming on just a couple of seconds there. And then, of course, we also had another goal in there earlier, an own goal, freakish one, after Busoga had taken the lead through a free kick from the man known as Shaka Sozi. At the end of the day, the students making student errors that have costed them the game right here.